What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha and welcome into another video. We're going to be hopping back into the Great League this time with Chesnaught using Thunder Punch. Now, do I think this is an absolute upgrade for this Pokemon? Nah, not so much. It does have some nice coverage, but you're tossing up either Frenzy Plant or Superpower, which are both fantastic moves as well. And if you're doing this purely to attack fire types, or flying types, my bad, then you are in the wrong Pokemon typing, because this thing is a grass fighter taking double super effective from any flying type move that you can think of. So get this thing onto, like, say a Mantine. Sure, you're doing double super effective damage, but every fast move you're taking is double super effective. So it's kind of a catch-22 if you want to run Thunder Punch or Superpower, but we'll have to see how it plays out further in the season for me to fully break down this Pokemon against more meta picks and less than, like, you know, rank 1 to 15 battles. So hopping into this first matchup, I'm going to swap out of that lead Araquanid. Haven't seen that Pokemon in ages, and we'd be taking super effective damage from Bug Bite, so I decided to come into my Dugong. Dugong is going to be your safe swap for this team. This is kind of like a ABB lineup where you have two Pokemon that are going to be super effective against any flying type that you're going to see. So again, this is not the perfect team. If you see a Skeledirge, big trouble, especially on the lead. But from here, we double debuffed this Ferrothorn, and we are now going to get the full farm down. Meteor Shot going to be coming in. That doesn't really matter to us, and we have maximum energy. We are debuffed, so I'm looking to swap out of this matchup, and it's a Frostlass in the back. They come back in with the Araquanid. Discharge going to be coming in hot here. That does massive damage on that bulky spider. Now, if only this thing got a nice move update or it has another fast move, this game could be serious meta. I'm going to fully farm down. I have a Discharge and I think an X Scissor, or I have to do one more. Yes, so I only have to do one more, but we do get the shield, and we have the back-to-back Frenzy Plants anyways, so all we need to do is click Frenzy Plant after Frenzy Plant, and this is going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Didn't have to use a shield, unfortunately, for my opponent, but we kind of just hard countered them all the way around. That's going to be a good game. Well played again. So hopping into the next matchup here, we have Chesnaught into Charjabug. Kind of a very difficult Pokemon to deal with this team. I'm going to throw one Vine Whip and then swap into my own Charjabug. I'm throwing immediately, and they do not get the sneak there because swap takes a turn. They should have thrown. So they should have thrown as soon as you get there so that I don't sneak a full Volt Switch through. I'm going to shield up the X Scissor, and my game, unfortunately, forces me to throw an X Scissor of my own, and now out comes a Vigoroth. So this is quite the issue. I have no way of taking care of this Charjabug now. I can get this Vigoroth pretty low and probably come in with the Chesnaught and just farm all the way down, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save my Charjabug to hopefully take out their Charjabug later on in the matchup, but we'll see what happens. So Frenzy Plant going to be coming in on this Charjabug after one Vine Whip when it wants to come back in. I'm assuming they're going to come back in with the Charjabug. There it is. One Vine Whip and then the move for proper move timing. Frenzy Plant double resisted, but it does a boat ton of damage. It's resisting from bug and electric. So I mean, for being double resisted, that move hits like a truck, and in the back is a Spark Lantern. So if I would have kept my Chesnaught alive, maybe this game would have been kind of different. But yeah, actually, if I would have brought my Dugong into that Chesnaught or the Charjabug, maybe this game would have been a little bit different, but probably not. They did win switch advantage, so it's unfortunate. Or if I would have played for switch, then I just would have had the Dugong on the Charjabug. I mean, it would have been a very close game if I won switch advantage, but we'll never know. I played it the way I played it, and I ended up losing. So good game, well played to my opponent here. They're just going to be able to get the full farm down, have a move locked and loaded here for my Charjabug, and they are going to take us out with the X Scissor. GG's. On to the next game. So Chesnaught into Lantern, absolutely beautiful lead here, and they hop into a Gligar, we hop into a Dugong, and this is just hard counter city from here out. The Gligar is going to be able to hit us with the dig. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage since this is not the Shadow Gligar. I am going to throw some energy here. I do undercharge, expecting us to KO, but I did kind of want one more Ice Shard worth of damage. I wanted a little bit of energy coming into this matchup to throw double Drill Run at this Lantern, and you're going to see the Spark nerf really coming in. Look at that. We survive, get to a second Drill Run, and this is going to force a shield from my opponent. That is massive because there's Annihilate back there, and Charjabug resisting those counters is going to absolutely shred this Annihilate. I can no shield the first one because they didn't build up to the Shadow Ball. They threw after 7. I know that can only be an Ice Punch, Night Slash, or Close Combat. Close Combat's going to be resisted, so there's really no need for me to shield that. I can now shield this move. I can farm all the way down and have back-to-back X Scissors locked and loaded for when that Lantern wants to come back in. So first one is probably going to be grabbing the shield. Second one is going to put it down to a Vine Whip range, and that was a CMP tie. So we can let this move go through, come in with the Chesnaught, and just farm all the way down. Any move is going to be resisted from the Chesnaught due to our grass typing. Electric and water types, not an issue for Chesnaught. As you can see though, it is quite glassy in the Great League, so I don't think it's going to be any better in the Ultra League as well, because there's a lot. It's a different meta in the Ultra League where you can have a little bit more dragons and things that resist electric. Like, I guess Alligator and Poliwrath are going to be your only 2 big hitters against that. But then again, you also have Cresselia, which is very common. You have Guzzlord, that's very common. You have Giratina, super common. Virizion, you can't really hit the Virizion if you take away superpower. Virizion is just the better grass fighter to play in the Ultra League meta, in my opinion. So hopping into the next matchup here. Sorry, I kind of went on a little banter there, but Overheat gonna get shielded. Can I get the full farm down? Yes, we get the full farm down. In comes a Swoobat. My gosh, this is a spicy team. Galarian, Weezing, Swoobat. I'm gonna hop into, oh my gosh, and there's a Surf Fetch back there. I know this thing gets Leap Blade. There's my mistake right there. If I no shield that move, I think I survive and still get the Icy Wind off. I farm down and I leave with 2 Thunder Punches locked and loaded. But I didn't play it like that. I was thinking maybe I could farm down, but that was just me being silly and not realizing my win con. Because if I farm down the Surfetched, I get 2 Thunder Punches, 1 Thunder Punch to take it low, 2nd Thunder Punch to knock out. But unfortunately, we end up losing that game. All right, next matchup. Jellicent, beautiful lead for us. They try to catch it on Umbreon. I'm just going to farm up some more energy here, make it look like I have the superpower, throw the Frenzy Plant, and then dip out into my Charjabug. We now have a shield advantage and a bug type against a dark type, but you're gonna see in this matchup, Umbreon is absolutely goated, everybody. This thing can take charge moves for freaking days, and it is super spammy with the Snarl Foul Play combination. So I'm gonna throw on proper move timing, 2 Volt Switches, and then the move. But it's really hard to get your pacing correct when Umbreon is just throwing moves left, right, and center. They decide to hop in back into the Jellicent. I have a Discharge locked and loaded, and from here I'm gonna try and just come in with my Chesnaught after taking this move and get the full farm down. There was a lot of lag happening here, and unfortunately I definitely did not see how many hexes they had, and I didn't want them to throw the Shadow Ball, so I ended up shielding that move. Unfortunately, if I was able to count, I know that was just a Surf, and I was not going to be able to shield that because Surf is going to be resisted. Why would I shield that? Either way, this game's in a bad state, and it is what it is, because there's a Vigoroth back there. We have the Frenzy Plant now locked and loaded, and we could have saved a shield for the Vigoroth. Could have ended this game with a Chesnaught sweep, but it is what it is. Dugong is going to be able to take a Rock Slide to the face, and we're not going to be able to outpace to an Icy Wind thanks to that little bit of an energy advantage I gave them, but they're forced to dump all of their energy, and I can just Vine Whip down from here. They can't counter me down, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Only a 3-2 set, but I just kind of wanted to showcase to you all Thunder Punch Chesnaught with Frenzy Plant. I know y'all really don't want to get rid of that Community Day move. I just realized I spelled Frenzy Plant wrong, but it is what it is. Y'all know what it is. But yeah, it's fun to play with. I mean, Typhlosion is definitely a lot more fun, but what are you gonna do? Get rid of Superpower? Get rid of Frenzy Plant? You can run Superpower and Thunder Punch like Home Size Henry did, but then you're getting rid of a Calm Day move, and then if you want Frenzy Plant back later, then you're gonna have to redo an Elite Charge TM, and I just wasn't willing to do that for a Pokemon as frail as Chesnaught, and I didn't have another Chespin ready to go, so that's why I inevitably just went with Thunder Punch Frenzy Plant. So I think maybe the way Home Size Henry did it is a lot better, so shout out to him. Go check out his video. And thank you all for watching. If you're liking the content, please hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because it really helps out the channel and it is greatly appreciated. And we will see everybody in the next video. Bye bye.